Before we start adding and subtracting radicals, I want us to do a little warm-up on simplifying radicals. So I'm going to break 32 down into 4 and 8. And then 4 breaks down into 2 times 8 breaks down into 2 times 4. And 4 is another 2 2s. So here's your pair of 2s here and another pair of 2s. So I'm going to pull out 2 2s, multiply those together. So I have 4 square roots of 2. And again, you can check these by putting the square root of 32 in your calculator, getting a decimal, and then putting 4 square roots of 2 also in. You should get the same decimal. For 150, I'm going to use 10 and 15. So 10 breaks down into 5 and 2. 15 breaks down into 3 and 5. So I have a pair of 5s I'm going to pull out. So I have 5 square roots of 2 times 3 is 6. Let me box these in just so you'll see. And again, with 100, I've told you that if it ends in 100, to start with 100. So 100 times 4. So 100 is 10 times 10. And then 4 is 2 times 2. So I have a pair of 10s and a pair of 2s. So 10 times 2 is 20, which means the 400 was a perfect square because 20 times 20 is 400. So this is not the square root of 20. It is the whole number 20. So just remember that. All right, then on 4, 5, and 6, relate to add and subtracting variables. Remember that you can only add or subtract terms that are alike. The variable stays the same. The coefficient changes. So 1x plus 1x plus 1x gives us 3x's. The exponent of the variable stays the same. 2x minus 5x is negative 3x. Negative 3x plus 3x is 0. And then our like terms, 5x minus 2x is 3x plus 7y. All right, so now with radical expressions, you're going to treat that as if the number under the radical was a common variable, just like what we did on 4, 5, and 6. So when you have 12 square roots of 3 minus 3 square roots of 3, we can think of that as 12x minus 3x. So that gives you 9x. Or 9 square roots of 3. Number 8, 7 square roots of 2 plus 4 square roots of 2 gives you 11 square roots of 2. Number 9, this is understood to be a negative 1 square roots of 5 minus 3 square roots of 5. Same signs, add and keep. So we have a negative 4 square roots of 5. Number 10, negative 2 square roots of 2 minus 3 square roots of 5 plus 3 square roots of 5. So a negative 3 square roots of 5 and a positive 3 square roots of 5 cancels out. So all we have left is negative 2 square roots of 2. Number 11. Let's see. What I'm going to have to do here is this 2, 4 square roots of 2 is just going to stay that because 2 is prime. So the only factors are 1 and 2. Plus the square root of 8 breaks down into 3 2's because 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. And then what we're going to do is simplify this. So we're going to bring a 2 out. So this is going to look like 4 square roots of 2 plus 2 square roots of 2 because that's a 2 is what we have left over inside. So 4 plus 2 is 6 square roots of 2. All right, number 12. We're going to break down the 18 right here. So this negative 2, or square root of 2 stays the same, plus 2 times, and then 18, I'm going to break down into 2 and 9. So 2 times, and 9 will break down into 3 and 3. So this pair will come out. Okay, so we're going to have a negative square root of 2 plus, if I pull a 3 out, I'm then going to multiply it by that 2. So that'll give me 6 square roots of 2. So this is understood to be a negative 1 square roots of 2 plus 6 square roots of 2 is 5 square roots of 2. Number 13. 3 square roots of 2 plus 3 square roots of 2. I mean, I can go ahead and combine those. That would give me 6 square roots of 2. Plus, remember the 8 is 3 2's. So I'm going to pull out the 2. So I have 6 square roots of 2 plus 2 square roots of 2 gives me 8 square roots of 2. 7 square roots of 5 minus 8 square roots of 5, that's negative 1, or just negative square roots of 5, plus 2 square roots of 20, I'm going to break down into 4 and 5. So 4 breaks down into 2 times 2, and then we have our 5. So I'm going to pull out a 2, multiply it by that, so I have a negative square root of 5, plus 2 times 2, that's 4 square roots of 5. So this is a negative 1 plus 4 gives me 3 square roots of 5. Alrighty. So the back page is just a review. So let's take a look here. So rewrite it in quadratic. Okay, so first of all, I have to take x plus 4 and square it, which means x plus 4 times another x plus 4. So that's going to give me x squared, and then 4x and 4x gives me 8x, and then plus 16. Then what I have to do is multiply by the negative 2. So negative 2x squared, and then negative 2 times 8 is negative 16x, and then negative 2 times 16 is negative 32. And then what I have to do is add 7. I'm going to come around here, I'm going to put plus 7. So my final answer would be negative 2x squared minus 16x minus 25. All right, and then here on 16 it says, what is the next term in the sequence below? So let's just see. It looks most likely it's going to be geometric. So 256 divided by 64 is 4. And then 64 divided by 16 is 4. And then 16 divided by 4 is 4. So to get my next term, I would have to take 256 and multiply by 4. So that will give me 1024 for my next term. So again, this is geometric because it has a common ratio. All right, let's look at the next one, number 17. Looks like I can subtract 3 from each one. So this is going to be arithmetic, linear. So my next term, I would subtract 3, and that would give me 23. All right, and then on 18 and 19, my first term is negative 4. Then I'm going to take 3 and multiply by the negative 4. So that will give me negative 12. And then 3 times negative 12 is negative 36. And then 3 times negative 36 is negative 108. So my 4 terms are negative 4, negative 12, negative 36, and negative 108. Number 19. Let's see, my first term is 8. So it looks like all I'm going to do is subtract 6 from it. So it'd be, my first term is 8, so don't forget that. And then we're going to have 8. Let me do this just a little bit neater. So my first term is 8, and then we're going to go 8 minus 6, and that gives us 2. And then we're going to do 2, because minus 6, that will give us negative 4. And then negative 4 minus 6 will give us negative 10. So the first 4 terms are 8, 2, negative 4, and negative 10.